everybody, it's Rhiannon, and it's Tuesday here at Witches of the Moon, and this week's topic is witch bottles. I feel like I don't want to keep repeating what I think is going to get repeated all week. I will say that, Lisa really touched on it very well with how you would do a witch bottle, like what you could use it for, whether it be prosperity or love or, in some cases malediction, anything that you could do, and the different things that you'd want to put in to a witch bottle. What I like to do is, I think what is on the outside of the bottle is just as important as what's inside. So I make sure that I decorate my bottle. I spend just as much time on that. If it's like a love spell or something, I want to make sure that I put things on the outside decorated as much as I would on the inside. So if I would put rosebuds or a picture of me and my husband or whatever, then on the outside maybe I would put our initials painted, and to make it just as beautiful on the outside as what I want the spell inside to be. And if that makes sense, if I was going to do prosperity and whatever I was going to put on the inside, maybe I would paint it green. I like to use the bottles that are clear a lot of the time. Sometimes I will use like the colored bottles that correspond with what I'm doing, but most of the time I do like to paint on my bottles or put glitter on them or whatever it is, and so I would use a clear bottle. I completely lost my train of thought. It's Tuesday. Oh my God. But that's what I like to use mine for. That's how I like to do mine. I like to make sure that whatever's on the outside corresponds with what's inside. I always, the spell that I use, like whatever I chant, whatever, always goes in that bottle. I feel like that part is really important. And if it's something where I feel like I need to burn it, the ashes go in that bottle. It really is, for me, a witch bottle is very personal. It's what you want to put into it. It's your intent completely in that bottle. And to me, it's one of the most personal things that you can do, because you're putting so much into it, and it's just, a lot of times, like you have it sitting on your altar, you have it sitting constantly somewhere in your house, or if you're burying it for protection, it's in your yard. So you just make sure that it's personal to you. Not that your spell shouldn't be personal, but I don't know. I've always felt that witch bottles are a little bit more so, because it's something that you keep for the most part. At least the ones that I've done, I keep them. They're a part of something in my home. So, it's important to me to do it that way. But that's just me. That's just my way of doing things. I think, we're all a little bit different. Some people don't even, I've met people who don't use witch bottles. They don't do them. So, I know that, that's what I was going to say. Look, there it is. I get my witch bottles. We have an AC Moore here that's 40% off most of the time. They've been going out of business for like 100 years. And now they're telling me that they don't think they're going out of business anymore, that they're just going to be an outlet store, which is great for me, because they have like the really tiny witch bottles. Well, they have the little tiny bottles that you can get, and they're all different shapes. They have hearts. They have ones that look like little genie bottles. It's great. And you can get them for like 69 cents. So I stock up on those, and that's what I use for my witch bottles. Every now and then Michaels will do the ones for the different holidays that are colorful, and I will get those. And I don't know necessarily if you would call it like a witch bottle, but I definitely use them for all sorts of spells, whether, I use them for my oils and things like that too. And I mean, you're infusing them for something. If I want to take a bath and relax, and with an oil that I've infused with a whole bunch of, oils and salts and herbs and things like that, to me, that's the same thing. You bless it the way you would anything else. it is a spell bottle. So to me that is a witch bottle. So it doesn't necessarily have to be just something that you sit with a spell inside. I mean, to me, if you're doing something and you've taken the time out to do the oils and to make the baths or to make whatever, then you have spent time with it, your intentions in it. It is a witch bottle. It is a spell bottle. That's just my opinion. I mean, maybe other people don't feel that way, and that's okay. Because that's what's really great about us. We all do things different, and we all learn different things, and we all have a different perspective. But I know this video is really, really short, but I hope that you all have a great week. And I think this is our last week. So I will see you guys soon, and blessed be.